Oh, we're hopping right into it. Oh,
Oh
sorry.
my goodness, we're
Yeah,
we're
we're
already
right
into it.
there.
We're
Yes,
already into
sir.
it. We've
Oh, so
got
you're gonna
Kendall,
see Kendall again. All right.
Kendall and Justin. Did we not just watch Kendall versus?
Oh, they just haven't updated the names yet. Okay, I was like, what? I was like, hold
Oh,
on.
okay, right. I was just about to say. Ooh, I do see Misfortune
Misfortune. Yes,
versus
sir.
Annie. Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
goodness.
This is exactly the matchup that I definitely wanted to see. I'm very excited to hear your thoughts on this, just because obviously you are a MF Aurora player, and I'm really hyped to watch
Yeah.
this matchup unfold.
It's interesting because Sean says that this matchup is close to 50-50. I
Mhm.
don't think so. I think Annie kind of destroys Misfortune, but
Nice,
it
nice.
really depends on how you build it. There's some great stabilizers. Mind Splitter is kind of like your premier threat in this matchup.
For sure, for
It
sure.
usually takes down the Vi, takes down the late game threat on the Annie side, but yeah.
So we do see the Master Yi, or not Master Yi, Misfortune player starting with Obelisk, and we do see the Zon Warrens on the Annie side. It looks like we're playing any player with a full Chinese deck. Very interesting for players that might not know. You are allowed to play with foreign non-English cards in your decks as long as your entire deck consists of that language. And it's looking like the Legend, the Battlefield, and the main deck are all in Chinese.
As
Very
well as the
interesting.
runes.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually seen somebody do this yet. Very, very interesting.
It's pretty cool. I actually had the pleasure of playing against um a Chinese player in the Houston regional, and it
Oh,
was
oh,
it was
all
really
his
cool. He had I believe he had the mat from like the Beijing regional or something like that. And I'm
Oh,
like,
nice, nice, nice.
that's impressive. It definitely
Yes, sir.
intimidated me into
Yeah, for
misplaying. So
sure. For sure. For sure.
okay, here's that boy.
Yes, sir. We do see the sneaky deckhand coming out as Terry starts his second turn, conquering Zon Warrens, scoring him his first point, allowing him to
Ooh,
pitch the scrap heap and then draw off Zon Warrens and draw off scrap heap. Really good 2-for-1 play. And then we do see Puro move into Obelisk, scoring him his second point right away.
no
Uh,
gust, no
yeah,
mobilize from Luke on his
yeah,
side
just a
of the board.
pass.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he did stack deck, but the fact
Yeah.
that he was not able to find an early interactive piece here is
Yeah,
it's
it seems
pretty
like Annie is
disappointing.
kind of off to the races and just taking full advantage of the fact that this Misfortune player is not able to truly get the ball rolling yet. We do see the Catalyst of Aeons come down, channeling the two runes, but most likely it's going to pass right back to Terry, who's going to score 2 more points off the holds, putting him
Oh
to
my
4
goodness,
before even
already a
starting his
4.
turn. Yeah, insane.
That's devastating, and he's got 5 runes here. He's gonna have the ability to access, uh, 7 runes because of the Dark Child ability, being able to
Yeah,
untap runes
so
on the
good.
opponent's turn.
Yeah, it's so good.
This is a very, very good spot to be in if you're Terry. I
Absolutely.
I know that the, Misfortune player is going up to 9. He will be able to drop that Dazzling Aurora here, but
Interesting. Playing out
ooh,
the Kaisa, not accelerated. Um, Passing turn, of course, Annie will ready the 2 runes. This is pretty good because I'm assuming, yeah, he would have been in Dead Bloom territory, but now Dead Bloom will not be played to the battlefield. Terry's playing very well, making a lot of really good decisions.
there's the Aurora.
Really capitalizing. Yep. And if we
But if
see,
I'm looking at his hand, it looks like he's probably winning through just about anything here.
yeah, for sure, absolutely.
We're gonna flip a few cards, see a little bit of Luke's deck. Looks like he's on 2 bullet
Double
time.
sig spells to the bottom already.
That
Oh,
is
perfect. Terry played that so well. Dead Bloom, but nowhere to go. It has to be played to the base.
yep,
And
and a
Terry can
lot
just
of
move in next turn, steal
crucial
more coins.
interactive spells there. Getting sent to the bottom of the deck. That's not
Yeah,
ideal.
yeah, for sure.
So,
Absolutely. So as an MF player, I gotta ask you, early on, people were really hype on the MF signature spell in combination with Warwick, but we don't really see that too much in MF Aurora. Do you think we'll ever see that again?
I think that that's an interesting combination. I myself don't play it,
Hmm.
but I myself am actually pretty low on bullet time to begin with.
Interesting. Okay.
I think that I know it's good, right? And I know it's very unique in what it does, right?
Mhm.
But I don't even play the full copies of it. Here's the Kaisa Conquer.
Yeah, on Zon Warrens, draw two or
We'll
draw, discard, draw. Yeah.
this when they're sideboarding. There's some action going on right here. 5 points?
Yeah,
5 points
already is
already?
absurd.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So at this point, I think in the game, the only way the Aurora player can really come back is with like Terry's got like 10 cards in hand. That
And
is,
we already see a Rebuke in there, so I'm assuming Terry conquers the other battlefield, goes to 6. Deadbloom tries to move in. I'm assuming Terry's going to do something like Rebuke, but then if he rebukes Deadbloom, obviously he can just play it right back because he doesn't even need to play anything this turn because of Aurora. So it could be very interesting. Luke's not out of it just quite yet, but Terry is definitely going to need to address this board.
yeah, I agree. I think this is game 1, Terry. And the scary part about this, the scary Terry part about this is that this isn't even the game where he's on the arena's greatest.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
still have to
I think
play a
Luke would be
7-point
very
game.
happy. Yeah, Luke is definitely happy for that.
No, I mean like you're not happy. You still have to face against the
Oh,
worst,
you're correct. I'm sorry.
the worst
Yeah. My
battlefield.
apologies. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
I don't
very
know.
interested to see if because I'm assuming, do MF Aurora decks run Ashwin's Climb?
You
'Cause I'm
should, yeah, you
assuming
should. Absolutely. It's a slam dunk. He might use it to counter the.
I was gonna say next game is probably gonna be Aspirants against Arena's Greatest.
Yeah. Just try to keep it an 8-point game.
But then a situation like that, if that game goes the same way that this is going, Luke's probably gonna be a little nervous.
Yeah.
I will say Terry definitely hit the perfect line very early on. Giving Obelisk to Annie has definitely been a scary thing these past few weeks.
I think the interesting thing here, though, is if you do rebuke this Deadbloom, he can replay it straight
Exactly.
to the
Yeah.
battlefield.
Yeah. Exactly. Because you don't even care if you use up all your runes because Aurora is just going to go off.
Yeah, and also like if a Mind Splitter comes down here, he may be able to rip a key piece at holding stuff down. Stack deck, unbeknownst to most people, is actually an action, so you can use it to dig for something in showdowns like this.
And then react. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like he found Fight or Flight. He has to pay the extra for the.
That's fine. That's I think even better than well maybe I was gonna say maybe that's better than Rebuke because he can't instantly dead bloom it right back. But now of course now Luke has all of his rooms that he can do other things with.
Yeah, and he does have the Aurora hit as well. So there's a couple of things that could go in Luke's favor here, but I mean he's not in a good spot.
For sure. Well, that's the thing. You can never like count out the Aurora deck players because obviously he's down 6-0, but like he theoretically can like do so much. That's another Aurora that we see in hand.
I see a Gust in hand too. He could Gust the Scout. Does he have 10?
Yeah, there is another Deadbloom. Yep.
There's another Deadbloom.
Yep.
And then he also has the Gust open for the Scout, so he could.
Yep, he can clear both.
He could clear both. Is this going to be the Rebuke?
What are your
There's a Rebuke.
Yeah.
You kind of have to do this.
Yeah, he's trying to go for game.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at this
Both Deadblooms getting stopped.
Yeah.
And then here comes the Gust. You do have to pay that one for the deflect. That's gonna stop you from.
I think they missed it.
Instantly losing. No, I think this one's over.
Yeah, he needed to hit a Deadbloom right there.
The third Deadbloom, yeah, and he's gonna concede here.
Wow, jeez, holy, yeah.
Fight or Flight off of the stack deck, off of the 8-0. Wow, brutal. And like you said, it could have gone either way. Still, even there at the end, like you hit a Deadbloom at the end, all of a sudden
it changes everything. But you had to hit like everything. Yeah, holy, that was insane.
So while they're sideboarding, I will tell you a little bit about Bullet Time. I'm not a biggest fan of that card because when you get fully set up with Misfortune, just about any card is going to be good. And Bullet Time is only really good once you're fully set up. So
that's fair. That's fair.
It's like, yeah, it's an insane card. It's very good, but like at that point, like pretty much anything is going to get the job done as long as you manage to get to that point, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, and that's what
insane.
That's what he's going to be looking to do this game. I mean, he's
what would you change if you're in his position? Like, how do you go about preparing for game 2? Because that was like a blowout. That was, I don't think like you might be like, oh, this might not be the best matchup, but wow, that was absolutely like doors blown off.
So first things first, you got to go first. That's like
of course
crucial. You got to mulligan aggressively towards your cheap spells. Your cheap spells are going to get you the majority of your action. Stuff like Rebuke, stuff like that, they can be pretty bad, but they're mandatory holds from the Annie player.
Mhm.
So as long as you can drop a Mind Splitter and get that crucial rip, then you can set the anti-player back pretty far. So your biggest stuff here in this matchup is going to be your cheap spells, your Mind Splitters, your Sabotagers to be able to take that crucial rebuke.
Yeah,
And then you can
absolutely.
maybe try to stabilize from there. Keep the pressure off, and then just rip the crucial interactive pieces with your hand disruption. Now from Annie, you just want that exact game again. You just want
Oh,
your opponent
yeah,
to not
absolutely,
see
yeah.
Mind Splitter, not see early cards, not see gusts, not see fight or flights of their own, not see anything else. When I
You
was
also
playing
don't
the
want them to see that. You as the MF player, you definitely don't wanna see things like sneaky deckhand, and
yeah,
as an
you
Annie player, I have to imagine
definitely
or,
not.
as the MF player, it's very good to have Sabotage because, since Sabotage recycles back the, chosen, spell instead of just discarding it, then Annie can't like, the Annie chosen champion can't get it back for you, which is really, really good. But yeah, the Luke basically needs to have as good a game as Terry had and just absolutely pop off, I think, just to try and make it in this game 3.
Yes, yes, yes. So I think this game, this matchup, while it doesn't look close a lot of the time, it's either one or the other getting absolutely smoked. Um,
Is that
the
Sigil of the Storm? Interesting.
Sigil of the Storm, is that Sigil?
I'm assuming it's not Obelisk again, right? Because we just saw Obelisk.
We didn't see Obelisk last game. That's
Oh,
Obelisk of Power. Yeah, yeah.
last game was Sigil.
Yeah,
Interesting.
last game was Sigil. Yeah. So he
Gotcha.
went game one Sigil, game two Obelisk, and
I don't know.
on
Give
Terry's
Annie.
side, he's actually going Dreaming Tree instead of
You see turn on mobilize.
Arena's
All right,
Greatest.
there we go. He's starting. He's getting there.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want. You want to go first. You want to have the mobilize, a cheap spell. You're looking pretty good here. You even have an actionable misfortune on the next turn if you really need to counter aggro.
Yeah.
So Terry can do a lot with 4 runes.
Hmm.
You can double spell here or double unit here, depending on how he wants. Looks like he's just gonna pass.
Yeah. And then the Annie come back up.
Here comes another 2 runes from Luke. And now Luke, I'm looking at his hand. I see a Mountain Drake. I see Misfortune hitting. Like I said, there's the Misfortune.
Yeah,
You
pretty
just
good.
need to get your
Yeah.
counter offense out.
Yeah.
The ganking from Misfortune is pretty important here too, because it can allow you to hunt down certain things and ready your runes to ramp you functionally. You can use Misfortune to ready anything. So that includes runes after you float your energies.
We do see the traveling merchant move in, Ditch in the Poro to draw him another card. Ooh, we do see the gust before he's able to conquer, adding it
So
back to
no points scored there.
point.
Pretty
Yeah.
much super ideal situation.
Yep.
This Kai'Sa will score though.
Yep, for sure, for sure. Moving in, I'm assuming the Dreaming Tree. Yep.
It makes perfect sense.
First point for Conquer, drawing him a card. Yeah, it seems like Luke is drawing a lot better into like the pieces that he needs. Obviously, getting a pretty good unit on board as early as he is in this game, and of course, having things that can stop Terry from scoring very early on with little units is definitely really, really good because now he's not only setting up his own board, but interacting with Terry and stopping him from gaining advantage on him.
Yeah, I'm noticing here that wait, no, he had 6 runes, didn't he? He had 6 runes. No, he has 7. He recycled one off the MF. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Here comes another mobilize. Yeah, just picking up some runes. Is that 2 Mountain Drakes?
It's a big hand.
Interesting. He's gonna go for
Ready to rune, yeah.
into the Obelisk of Power. That's gonna be his first point. What else does he have in hand? He has an Aurora and a Bullet Time. Okay. So he has the Aurora the next turn. His opponent has 2 points. This is a much more stable position for Luke.
No.
I actually think that Annie, while it can win from this position, once that Aurora hits play, if you're only at 3 points,
Does he have an Aurora in hand yet?
he does have an Aurora in
He
hand.
does.
He has 1 Aurora, 2 Drakes, and a Bullet Time, and that Bullet Time plus that Aurora is probably going to be good
That'd be
enough.
really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, him being able to slow Terry down to only like 1 point a turn is going to be huge.
Yeah. I think this is like exactly what you want. You want to go first. You want to have that obelisk of power.
Yep,
You get double
absolutely.
ramp spell. Yeah.
Yeah. Being able to maintain, hopefully the obelisk is going to be really big for Luke.
Yeah.
Currently sitting at 6 runes open on Terry's side. We do see Rebuke in hand. See some flashes, some see Flight of Fate. We do see the Darius as well, which
Darius
is
isn't
exactly what
bad.
we're going to see come out in an attempt to, I'm assuming, take out the Misfortune.
You gotta do what you gotta do. There is a
Yep.
bullet time, but I would
Yeah.
just, I don't know, man. You need to get that Aurora online. I don't
Yeah,
think you can.
exactly. You need to hit that threshold right when you can.
This is the problem with bullet time. Is it's like if it was another interactive card here, like you could play it and you'd be
Yeah, for
fine
sure.
to curve into the Aurora.
Yeah,
But
but you can't burn all your things just to kill one unit when you're trying to play
yeah,
into
and
Aurora.
a card that's even later game than Aurora, like is that
Yeah.
something you always want? Maybe. Don't get me wrong. Maybe bullet time's a great card. So, but I definitely had some issues with it at the regional last weekend, and I was theorizing maybe just cutting it, because it's so late game, and the deck is already fantastic in the late game, right?
Yeah.
Food for thought. Food for thought. Not anything to take too seriously or take to heart here.
All right, so he is able to successfully conquer, taking back Obelisk, putting Terry up to 3. All right, debating on whether or not to recycle. I like his sleeves.
Yeah, his sleeves are really cool. The pentakill is really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's right on theme too for the okay. 2 runes, he's up to 10. He can he
There it
can
is.
Aurora and bullet time in the same turn. That's nasty.
That's my favorite thing about Aurora decks, though, is like every time I play against them, is like once they hit that, like you can tell instantly when they have it in hand because they don't do anything else. They're just like start, turn, draw, and just slam it down instantly.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mind Splitter is gonna be big here. Get rid of
That
that
is big.
Rebuke.
Yep. And that can take down the counter aggression. But I mean, Terry's got a ton of cards. I mean, it is close. The bullet time in hand is going to be clutch here from Luke. He's going to have to decide if he wants to play it now, because another showdown won't be initiated. So he won't get an opportunity to play it on Terry's turn. And if he plays it now, he might be able to take out, or he might be able to prevent take out the Kaisa and the hidden card. That's there. However, the hidden card could just be like a fight or flight or something like that, you know.
Something that's interesting about Riftbound too. I've never seen this in any of the games that I've played, but my understanding is you can take notes in like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. Is every time I played against a Mind Splitter opponent or a Sabotage opponent, they're allowed to write down the entirety of their opponent's hand, and then normally they'll just like cross it out as they see the cards being played, which I think is really, really cool. And props to Riftbound for allowing them to keep track of stuff like that. I think it's really cool. All right, so Mind Splitter's good. Passes back to Terry, writing everything, and now we do have a Kaisa in battlefield. I'm assuming just going to move right back in to get another conquer point and another draw.
Yeah.
Now that the Mind Split established, though, it's really scary.
And here comes the 5th point. This is like, this is really a fade. What is it? Fading memories.
Fading memories, yeah.
That can take out the Aurora, or it could even go after the Mind Splitter here.
You're taking out the Aurora. Yeah, I think you got to take out the Aurora. Yeah, that being said, though, Luke drew 2 last game, so it might just be either way.
Yeah, I don't. He's gonna go after the Aurora.
Yeah, for sure.
He says it's way scarier than the active unit.
Absolutely.
That makes sense. He has a handful of cards. He can deal with 1 unit, but dealing with infinite units forever.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it feels bad. You can't really rebuke here because you don't want to Mind Splitter them back in their hand.
Yeah.
Bad.
So here, readying all the runes, readying the Mind Splitter, and gonna go back up to 10 runes. That Dazzling Aurora is gonna have temporary, so it's gonna get sent straight to the trash.
That's right. He'll just draw another one. He's all right.
Is that how it always works?
That's how it feels, dude. Yeah, for sure.
Challenge is not a bad draw here. I actually quite like the challenge.
Not at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can just like move in, kill the Kaisa, then challenge, kill the Darius. It feels pretty good. Then you have all those other runes.
I think that is what you're gonna have to do here.
Yep.
Here comes the flash,
Yep. Fair.
targeting the Kaisa and drawing a card from the Dreaming Tree.
Yeah, he's getting so much value out of that dreaming tree.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, very good, very good. I think you're still probably on the one hand, I would say kill the Darius with challenge, but you're getting way too much draw power out of this Kai, so that you might have to challenge that. But
I think it's just slamming the Drake here, not too bad. 10 might is pretty difficult for Annie to deal with outside of specifically Vi.
the issue though is like obviously if he doesn't draw into another either a Dead Bloom or a Dazzling Aurora, Terry's in a position now that he's 3 points ahead. So if he wants to, he can just reinforce an obelisk and just sit there. And then if they like try to play a game of chicken or a race, Terry's just gonna score points faster than Luke will.
The nice thing about Misfortune is her legend ability does give you
that's
ganking.
right. That's right. Yeah. Can you tell I don't play Misfortune
Yeah,
a lot?
tell
Yeah,
you
they
that,
did give ganking. You're correct. You're correct.
So being in a battlefield is actually not as bad as
Yeah,
you
you're
may
right.
think.
You're right. They don't have to retreat. They can just jump over.
Yeah. But yeah, I do like the reinforcement here. It is pretty forcing on Terry's side. It's like, okay, now you have to deal with 17. And that's it's pretty hard to.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's pretty hard. It's not undoable, and he does have the Vi in hand. So like that's really what you need to get to start breaking up this board.
If I ride the win is going to be huge for sure.
I think just getting to ready for Luke, if Luke gets the next turn and is able to ready and then has the challenge ready to go, that can be really
absolutely.
Here comes Annie. Annie's going to get back the rebuke.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
That seems very good, actually.
Yeah.
You know what?
Drake. Yeah, get rid of the Mountain Drake because
I totally forgot about the rebuke in the trash. Yeah, that might just be curtains. That might be curtains. Now that Darius has 7 might, Darius alone can take out the Mind Splitter, and
I think we saw he has a cleave in hand, right? If I remember correctly.
Ooh, a cleave.
I could be incorrect because obviously it's Annie, but I'm not sure.
Looks like he's going to go with Kaisa into the obelisk. Get the draw, go up to 6. Looks like he picked up another rebuke. Oh my goodness. I would just play it.
I think I'd save it just for if you can find a way to kill this Mind Splitter, do that.
You can kill it on board, just slam the Darius. Right into it. It's got 7.
True, yeah, trade and then go. Yeah, I think Loki, Darius into Mind Splitter to trade, move Hopeful in there, and then what best case scenario for Luke is he like Dead Blooms, but then if you just have the saved rebuke, he just bounces back to hand, and that's just GG's.
I want to just take a moment here to like this is like a little bit of card analysis for people who are considering picking up Misfortune here. He has had bullet time in his hand this entire game.
Yeah.
And he's had 1 rune, but it's never been a good opportunity.
Yeah, it's not worth it for him to play it. Yeah.
So it's one of those cards that like you'll find yourself losing with it in your hand way too often.
Yeah.
Might be better off playing something a little bit different in that spot. So
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Food for thought. It's still a good card. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of the times you're going to find yourself backfooting and it's not quite the checkmate you want it to be.
You know what? Terry probably saved the Darius for if there was a Dead Bloom. All right, we see the Aurora drawn.
Very smart, yeah.
Yeah, because if Dead Bloom comes down, obviously there's no purple left, so we can't rebuke it.
Actually, I don't think there's a way to break both battlefields here.
Yeah, neither do I. I think it's very much you have to do Aurora, try and hit Dead Bloom to bring something out. But then I'm pretty sure Terry has enough resources to dismantle the follow-up.
Yeah. So there's the Aurora. You're hoping that the Dead Bloom, that you hit a Dead Bloom, and that it actually goes off.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
let's see it. Yeah, that's Mountain Jake. That's gonna be GG's. Yep, there it is. Wow. All right. Whew. Yeah. I asked to see how Annie would do in Misfortune, and it looked like Terry definitely just went off. He got everything that you want to see as an Annie player. I think he played it very, very well. We saw him play in a manner where he could dodge Dead Bloom. I think is very, very smart. Definitely GG's, very well played.
I agree. I think Terry took that one masterfully. It honestly looked like Luke was maybe a little under practice in the matchup. It didn't seem like he had a clear plan there. The Drakes aren't bad, but I I did play the Drakes in Houston. I'm not sold on them completely. It is nice that they don't recycle. They don't have a power cost.
I just like them for like reinforcement stuff. In a situation like when we saw where you're like using it to establish is kind of weird, or not necessarily
Yeah.
weird. It's just a little unfortunate. And then like when you hit it off the obviously Aurora when you're trying to, hit that dead balloon to keep you in the game, it's just gonna feel bad.
I think the number one thing that I think Luke could improve that would be a just immediate improvement into today's meta, take Sigil of the Storm out of your deck and put a
Yeah.
Vile Maw in there. I
Yeah, for
think just
sure.
give
Absolutely.
yourself a
In
few
this
extra
matchup,
points in the
definitely.
ante.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and also take your Aspirant's Climb. Flip that bad boy,
Yeah, that would
Do what you
definitely
gotta
help
do.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.